Right, so Kristin almost got in a fight.
Oh my
Fight at State Farm Arena. Fight.
I seriously thought I was gonna get my butt kicked. I'm not even lying. All right, so we went to the UK UNC basketball game at State Farm Arena. Okay. And this was part of like the CBS Classic or whatever. And as soon as I saw they were coming to Atlanta, a huge Kentucky fan, and immediately jumped on tickets. And Tommy even helped me because like we did the Ticketmaster presale, which was terrifying. Hated every moment of that. You Swifties, I don't understand how you do that. But got lower bowl seats, right? And it was like the very last row at State Farm Arena, it was perfect. We were going to be in the back row, have plenty of room, whatever. So we get down to State Farm Arena and we get in, and it wasn't like the last row of the actual seats in State Farm Arena. It was like behind the barrier, and they had created one more row with portable chairs.
Okay.
Which was kind of cool because we were able to stand up the entire game.
They're
Because
trying to squeeze as many people as they can in for a game like that. Cha-ching.
Dude, there were so many Kentucky and UNC fans. It was ridiculous. So we're there, and we were having a fantastic time. But because it was like a unique section, like they had it like partitioned off, and we have these seats, people would kind of like walk into our area and like stand there. But they were like, you know, there's chairs that like, these are our seats. And it happened a couple of times, whatever. But then this one woman came in at halftime, and she was standing where my husband was sitting.
Uh-oh.
And he had
okay,
gone.
hold on a sec.
Yeah.
All right, because you need to paint a picture for us. Because you know your husband.
Yes.
We all know your husband.
Yes.
Okay?
Yes.
A little bit of a short fuse sometimes. And it's not a short fuse. It's more like that hairy eyeball.
He's no nonsense.
No nonsense.
And he has no tolerance for people with no common sense.
Right.
It's one of those things.
Right. So when you're approaching the seats and you see that...
Oh, no, I'm already there. Like,
You're already there.
I'm staying, like, because it's halftime, and we're sitting in our seats, and the guys were great. Like, they were running and fetching us food and high noons and stuff like that. And so we're pretty well sauced now as it's halftime. And she's just standing there because we had, like, it was a nice view of the court, so people are taking pictures, right? And he comes in, and he's standing there, and he doesn't what?
When you have a good enough seat to where people come stand in front of you to take the pictures.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. And so he walks back into our section because we're right there at the aisle where you walk down the stairs, right? And one guy came in and just laid his coat over the chair. It was just standing there.
Comfortable.
Oh, forever. and somebody goes, "Is he with you?" And I was like, "No." And so they were constantly, the ushers were on it, and they were like, "This is a no standing zone. This is a no standing zone," whatever. But then at one point they gave up and they did not care. So she comes in and she's standing there, and Bart comes in, and he doesn't, like, Bart does what he doesn't say anything. He just looks at her.
And he's got to look.
Yeah,
that man's got to look.
So, but he wasn't like, I'll be honest, like, he wasn't rude, but he's not going to, my husband doesn't placate anybody, right? He doesn't, like, he's just, it is what it is. So he just looks at her, and she walks off to the side. She and her boyfriend stood there for the rest of the game.
No, they didn't.
I could feel somebody, like, you know, you feel somebody staring at you. And it should be noted, we had 3 Kentucky fans and 1 UNC fan with us, right? They were both UNC fans. I turn around, and she's going like this.
Are you kidding me?
She's flipping you off?
The bird?
Yes.
She's flipping you off.
Yes. Wow. And I'm like...
I'm surprised she could do that while she was holding her wine and cheese.
And I'm like... Oh, okay. And I had to use the bathroom. I'd already broken the seal. I'm on my 4th high noon. So I have to walk past her and her boyfriend to go to the bathroom. And I'm like, woman up, Kristin. If you got to go, you got to go. So I start walking out, and I walk out, and she's like this the whole way.
What?
It just flipping me off the whole way to the bathroom.
Unreal, man.
I come back, we sit, and again, they stood there. So now it's the end of the game, right? And it's a minute left. UNC 81, Kentucky 83. And I'm over here thinking, like, yeah, I want Kentucky to win. But I need Kentucky to win because if they don't win, they're going to follow us out of State Farm. They're going to give us so much crap. So then they progress. UNC 81, UK 84. And then UNC comes back. UNC 83, UK 84. We got 30 seconds left in the game. And I'm like, Cats, you got to pull this out. I got to shut this UNCB down. She can't take it out like this. And then sure enough, UK wins 87 to 83. And I turn and look. They're gone.
Oh, I bet they are.
I bet they are.
She's behind you, flipping you off now.
Oh, man.
She's in the studio.
Yeah.
We're bringing her in.
The Bert Show.